knows a lot about the science stuff. Professor Dave explains.
Let's go back to our core date cladogram. For the past several tutorials, we've been discussing Actinopterygii, the ray-finned fish. Now let's take a look at its sister clade, Sarcopterygii, the lobe-finned fish. Extant lobe-finned fish are split into three clades: Actinistia, Dipnoi, and Tetrapoda. Let's start by going over Actinistia. There are only two extant members of subclass Actinistia, and they are both commonly known as coelacanths. Coelacanths were once thought to have gone extinct around 70 million years ago, but in 1938 a living specimen was caught off the coast of South Africa. Since then, more individuals have been discovered in the Indian Ocean, off the coasts of South Africa, Madagascar, and Comoros. Coelacanths are deep-sea fish that typically inhabit depths between 100 and 500 meters. They are known for their distinctive appearance, which includes 4 fleshy limb-like fins and a long tapered tail. They are estimated to live up to 100 years, based on analysis of annual growth marks on scales, and are estimated to reach sexual maturity around the age of 55. Subclass Dipnoi contains the lungfish. There are only 6 extant species of lungfish divided into 3 genera: Lepidosiren, Protopterus, and Neoceratodus. They are found in South America, Africa, and Australia. They are primarily known by their ability to breathe air, presence of lobed fins, well-developed internal skeleton, and ability to estivate, which essentially means to go dormant for long periods of time and not dry out, by secreting a mucus cocoon to prevent dehydration and entering a state of suspended animation with a greatly reduced metabolic rate. Extant lungfish are the closest living relatives to the tetrapods, and their fossil history extends back some 410 million years. Living forms all have an elongated body with fleshy paired pectoral and pelvic fins and a single unpaired caudal fin. Their unique respiratory system includes lungs that are subdivided into numerous air sacs, and most species have 2 lungs, except for the Australian, which has only 1. Of the extant lungfish, only the Australian lungfish can breathe through its gills without needing air from its lungs. In other species, the gills are too atrophied to allow for adequate gas exchange. Thus, as adults, 5 of the 6 extant species of lungfish must breathe air. This means they can drown, just like us, and as such, they are a fascinating link in the evolutionary history of the last group of lobe-finned fish, the tetrapods. Finally, Tetrapoda includes a great deal of extinct species, as well as all modern amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals, meaning all extant tetrapods are more closely related to each other than any non-tetrapods. This means that snakes are more closely related to humans than they are to eels, even though they look kind of similar to eels, and whales are more closely related to frogs than they are sharks, even though whales superficially resemble fish. That is because all tetrapods share common ancestry, with the last common ancestor of all tetrapods dating back to about 400 million years ago. There are many fossil forms that illustrate the evolution from obligate water-dwelling species into terrestrial forms, but at least one extinct species of great importance is Tiktaalik, an extinct lobe-finned fish from the late Devonian. Though technically a fish, it had a large flattened head with eyes on top instead of along the sides, and fins that were closer morphologically to tetrapod limbs. It is an important transitional fossil in the evolution of vertebrates from water to land, which has provided important insights into the evolutionary history of vertebrates, and has helped scientists better understand how fish gradually adapted to life on land. It's important to remember that ancient lobe-finned fish were not the first organisms to colonize the land. Bacteria, fungi, plants, and even other animals, like the arthropods and gastropods, had already been living on land for millions of years before Tiktaalik. Also, Tiktaalik and its kin didn't just flop onto land. They still needed the water to survive, so they couldn't migrate too far away. In fact, complete domination of the land by the vertebrates wouldn't happen for millions of years with the evolution of the amniotes. But we aren't quite there yet. For now, that wraps up a summary of the lobe-finned fishes. Remember that, cladistically, all tetrapods are also lobe-finned fishes, but that description doesn't really help much. In the next tutorial, we will begin to examine the only extant clade of tetrapods that aren't also amniotes, the amphibians, who spread further into the terrestrial environment than the ancient Sarcopterygians. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. Support me on Patreon so I can keep making content. And as always, feel free to email me, ProfessorDaveExplains@gmail.com.